Hola. No need to invite you guys. I was like, let's just make it easy. Everyone can just pop in.
Get us.
For real. I'm eating still though, so hopefully no one minds. I'm always eating with these meetings though, so stay off.
But let me actually get a snack because the bitch is hungry. Hold on.
Y'all don't even mind it. I'm just waiting for everyone to hop on. I just had some time.
Also, Django's here again.
Yo, what up, Django? Oh my God, you're Warren in an alternate universe. It's so crazy. Oh, Baltimore guy. Oh my God. So have you been talking to Kenny?
Yes. So she's in Cleveland right now, visiting my fam, but I talked to her about it like last week or last meeting we had. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, she's like, that sounds like fun. I'm like, honestly, you could probably join. We're in the middle of the book now. So obviously not gonna want to join now, but you can join the next one. I forgot about it until Andre brought it up. And I was like, oh yeah, Kimberly wants to be in it too, since, she's also away. So.
Kimberly, so exciting. I can't wait till she starts.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for the new cast members.
Right. Like, what's that one show, 20-something Austin? 20-something.
Oh my God, I know.
Is that good? I've been wanting to watch that.
Jamie, watch it because it'll be fun too. Because obviously you've already been to Austin, but it gets you wanting to go back to Austin feels, and it's because obviously we're going to see sports. It's
I already have that heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can't afford to get it anymore. I haven't been in all this year.
God.
What's that like?
What's that like? Can't be me. I never want to literally. I saw ACL pop up and I had PTSD. I was like, oh.
You got PTSD.
Oh no.
I was like,
ACL wasn't that bad. It was just so hot.
No, it wasn't that bad, Sai, but I think 22-year-old Cindy would have loved it.
I think honestly, you would have loved it if we actually were serious about being hydrated, because I honestly truly think you would have made that third day, but we were all hungover.
Did you pass out because you were dehydrated? Because I've done that before.
No, I ended up not going to the third day. I went up, and it's perfect because Michael came into town, and so we just hung out, and then just picked him up and whatever. So it was perfect.
Yeah. I was like, period.
No, but I'm so excited because I'm like, we have trips coming
up. What's up?
We solidified it in New Mexico. By the way, just a quick little
material girl.
Did Jeremy show you the place, Jamie?
Cindy showed it to me the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And then we resaw the place that you guys picked for Austin, so we're like, oh my God, I'm excited.
We're excited. Something for January and then something for February.
Cindy, did you talk to Meryl about Maria's?
Actually, I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Anyways, Meryl, we go see the Marias in April?
No, it's February.
Okay, end of February. Wait, what?
It's the weekend after sports. That's the only thing where I'm like, oh.
No, it's not the weekend after sports because February is
Maria's?
New Mexico. Sports is January.
No, I know that. I'm talking about Maria's.
It's the
what's Maria's?
Sports.
Someone explain to me what's going on.
The first weekend of February.
I'm
pretty sure.
Okay, so it's
is it a band?
February, right?
That you bought Cindy's ticket for.
I thought you meant it was in. I don't know why I thought it was late February or something like that. Okay, cool.
No, it's in between sports and New Mexico.
Got it. No, I think
that's why I was like, let me know if it's it might be one of those things where it's we'll see, considering how things go,
Well,
but I was thinking they're $20 a pop, and you can see them in Dallas. So it's one of those things. It's if y'all want.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of
fun.
I
was just gonna book mine, and whoever was gonna come, one of these bitches' tickets, and then we can just all three go or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're gonna do another.
Dallas, and I could do it after work. Then I'm game.
Oh yeah, it's not one of those.
Let me check the actual date.
It's gonna. I think it's a weekend. I think it's a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken.
Are we going out, ladies? Should I come?
Girl.
Oh yeah, because
you said you weren't, so I don't know, girl. You're more than welcome. We're probably gonna hit up the Saya. Did you guys go to the Virgin Hotel?
Babes, I did, and they're closed.
Oh, they were closed. Because I was like, wait.
Girl. because
Yeah, I'm
the
like, what is
vibes-
that?
Charlie's
The
logging
vibes.
on.
Oh.
Charlie.
Oh my god. Charlie.
Hello.
Hey, girly.
Hey, girlie. Literally,
excited.
I have so much to say to Charlie because I feel like if we play back the tapes,
Ew.
Yeah.
We don't need to do all that.
Ew.
if we play
Oh my
back
God.
the tapes,
Let me get ready because I swear
I know my ass
I
is
have
wrong.
some stuff to say.
I know I was way wrong.
I think I have the audio. I'm gonna play it back, but
I
anyways.
was like actually shocked when I read it and like, no way.
No, but it just gives me
Literally.
a good sense of judgment. Like even if we're reading about someone, we can already feel their vibes. It was just like sketch, very suspect.
Let me write my notes down so I can like get prepared because I'm ready to attack people when they're like, you know what? I thought I'd be like, no, bitch, that ending was not even good.
It is doomsday.
Zoe already
Y'all saw
came
the
at me today. She was like, that ending sucked.
I really was like,
Right.
not happy about it.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't a bad ending. I just don't like the way that she just acted out like that. Like that was really annoying, you know? Was hoping
Well,
she could get her stuff together.
Save the tea and the
I
crumpet
will.
for the live action.
Shall. And maybe Marco, he still is not, he's on my shit list.
He's not in the clear either.
He's not. Or he's not top 3 or anything like that. But anyways,
Her always
I'm gonna
on.
wait.
Hey.
Sweetie.
Afternoon.
Honor, it looks like you have like the thing in the back. It looks like you have like a mullet.
Like your
Do-rag?
do-rag. Period.
My
And
do-rag?
then waves,
And like you also have
curls.
the tree in the back, so like it literally just looked like you had like a little mullet. I don't know. Let me shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Mullet man. Hello, lovely ladies. It's
Hello.
me, Chuck, and Sarah Davis.
Chuck.
LOL.
Charlie, how was your week? How's your life been? I know we all don't really converse a lot, but how was your week been? Or I guess it's just
It's good. No, like I think I'm just remembering this when I was finishing this.
Oh, she hung up. You fucking...
When I was finishing this, there was a shooting right outside my apartment. So it was
No way.
very intense. I feel like because it was like I was like reading
the
this.
book and it was
Nobody was
No,
hurt.
I think with the shooting itself, I
said-
think that is warranted to still feel intense.
you were reading Zathura in that bitch. That shit was real life.
She said, what in the hell?
Fucking
Oh my
Jumanji in this
God.
bitch.
That's crazy.
That'd be
Anne wasn't
terrifying.
having it.
Oh my god.
And wasn't having it, I'm dead.
But I'm not happy, Bob.
No.
Not
Happy.
happy.
That's so crazy. Is everyone okay? Like, was there like a
No, everything's fine. It's like a new thing that's happening in this neighborhood. I'm
Gentrification?
like super fun, and I stay out of. I generally like do not like to get involved, but like my dad was here and he like wanted to go down there to see if anyone was hurt, and so then I had to go follow him to make sure like he didn't get shot.
Okay.
And then, like the police wanted a statement, and I was like, I really don't feel like talking to y'all, but okay.
Like getting involved.
Yeah, but nobody was hurt. Like kids just shot a gun in the air or something.
Wow.
oh
A few months ago, someone was shot like probably like 100 yards from our apartment, and they would have died if like they wouldn't have shown up so quickly and like brought them to the ER. So, but that's like the only time someone's gotten shot. It's happened a few times, like not a ton, but like a few times where people just like shoot in the air.
that's so crazy to me.
Girl, do we need to get you out of there?
Yeah. You need to come to Texas.
My dad was like, "Where do you live?" And I was like, "No, trust me, like it's really safe other than those gunshots."
Beverly.
Betty, that's Charlie, be careful. We do not need to, have this fiction come to life, okay? You're not no Cynthia.
Exactly.
You need to be.
Wait, what's she saying?
Finishing the book, when I finished the book, there was like a shooting outside my apartment, and so it was like intense. Like, it was already intense because the shooting, but then I was like reading the book, and I felt like everything
was heightened.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well,
I'm glad that you're safe though. Because
yeah,
like,
me too.
babe,
Me too.
I was ready for you to be in this book club meeting because when you finished it, you're like, I finished it and I'm like, dang. This is like last week.
Andre
now.
on a call.
Lizzie?
Andre's on a call right now.
Sure
I'm
is.
dead.
That is
But
so, hey, the grind
wow.
is the job.
Right.
Overdose.
I'm working. I'm dead.
Is Jordan working as well?
Working?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're he's finishing the audio with me. We're on 30. We're at the end of 36. So
Are you in your office? How
And-
cute.
Ooh,
Last
Oh
time,
my god.
last time you were in your
oh,
old apartment.
spacious.
This is your new apartment. So this is like, love it.
Ooh.
Gotta give us a tour, hun.
Oh,
I've
and
never
then
been there.
MTV, my Crips.
I'm
Girl, show us these accounts.
I was like,
I love it.
What?
did you guys really want me to?
I mean, she's like,
I'm ready.
to jump on. You could definitely like entertain us for a little bit.
Okay, let me see if I can switch it. Okay, so we still have a lot to work with in this room, but this is the office, but it's gonna also be a guest eventually. Living room.
Ooh.
So pretty and spacious.
Right?
Yes. Very
kitchen.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I
I'm
know,
literally
and
there
then
every weekend. It's ridiculous.
Our room's right. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess, and we still have stuff to work with.
That room is huge, Bev. I love that.
Yeah, it's really big.
Ooh.
Period.
It's funny. It looks like your old bathroom, but just bigger.
Does it?
Yeah, just like how the layout is, like the
That's
back,
funny.
like the closet was in the back like that, and then I want to say the granite was like that as well, but I may be tripping.
And then this is the second bathroom, and it goes into the office.
Period.
Show them your shoe closet.
But yeah, babes.
So this is where all of my shoes are.
Wow.
OMG.
Wait, did they just
Look at Andre.
And I still have some on the bottom.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
babes. I was
But
like, did you add more?
Those are all the Just Fab sales. That's her taking advantage.
And unfortunately, I didn't skip this month, so now I have to get another pair of shoes.
Do you really?
And honey, it's only $10. What do you really breaking? You know?
Oh, speaking of, I gotta skip my Savage Fenty thing.
You have a membership there?
Yeah, girl, how do you think I got this lingerie?
Isn't
Oh,
That,
Interesting. I didn't know they did those.
Hanny,
Yeah,
you gotta
it's
do that
interesting.
before the 5th of the month.
a retro. I've already charged my.
Oh dear.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
I
dear.
am able to increase that limit to the $4,000.
Not him fucking increasing limits on a Zoom meeting for a book club.
Oh,
Okay.
can keep.
So
audio.
hey, anyone know ETA on Mariah?
yeah, she just got off work like at 6 her time, which is 7 us. So she said she's gonna be a little late, but so she should be joining any moment now. But
You guys,
maybe she's driving back. I don't know. So she'll be late though. So we
Okay.
can probably
yeah,
start
we can
without her.
just start then because I know Abby's not gonna make it, so we can
Oh.
Dang,
start.
you're right, Andre. I have a $49.95 credit. I guess I should shop, huh?
Ugh,
Damn.
Okay, sorry, continue.
I'm done with you. Okay, Charlie, I want to hear from you. When things started getting really intense and like real, what part were you just like, God damn it, I knew it? Or like, like what was your like, oh my God, this is the big twist that everyone was like anticipating?
So like, I kind of was like, wait a second, like, was I right whenever like Marco told Anne and they kind of like thought maybe like it was the stepdad? But
Confronted.
then it was like really convincing the way he was like, I'm gonna call the police right now. And I'm like, why would he do that?
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, and it wasn't until the detective was sitting outside and said something about like what was it that he was
He
like,
said we've tapped his phone.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes, that was when I was like, I was right. Like right then I was like, that it's like it has to be him
Yeah.
for some reason. I didn't see like the whole affair coming and stuff, but yeah, that was
the affair kind of threw me off, right? So I was thinking, was the affair just the wife's, Richard's wife, assumption of what was going on, or was it maybe like they were in cahoots together to get rid of Marco? Because like, I don't know, you know, I didn't think it was like the affair was legitimate. I thought it was really just like them getting together to take down Marco, you know?
I think he saw an opportunity and he went for it. Like the fact that I'm sure he was already trying to get Marco out of the picture with Anne and whatnot, but he also needed the money because he was about to dip on, what was her name? Alice?
Alice.
Yes.
Alice, yeah.
Very
So
true.
it just makes sense. Yeah. And when he came to him saying like, hey, I need more money. And he's like, no, I'm not going to help you out. And then the guy suddenly ended up showing up at the same bench while he was drunk. Like that, it was not a coincidence.
Yeah.
Talia. She's like,
I'm like, I agree. Like literally 3 signs as to why, like I was completely wrong when I was guessing. I was like, you know what? It's Marco, or it's the therapist and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, I don't read books that much to really understand that, because I don't know how y'all guys saw it. But long story short, the 3 signs that I saw that the stepfather or the father-in-law did it. First off, I think it was chapter 29 when so he was talking about how Marco, the phone call between him and Marco, when Marco found the phone and he called and it was Richard. And I was like, oh, it was him. It was him all along. And I was like, okay. And they try to like make it seem like it wasn't him. But I was like, no, he has something to deal with this. And I don't know why. And then as Marco's like going crazy, he had like that depiction of just like, hey, I mean, he really does hate me. So it would make sense as to why he put all this thing together. But then I think it's really good that the author didn't give us more knowledge about the father-in-law, because the story would have been super short. Like people would have found out easy.
Exactly.
But
I agree.
I like how the author made us kind of like believe that it was really all Marco's fault, when in reality it's like Richard was behind everything. And you can just tell, because from like even the moment when Marco was like, I don't know what to do, and like even Richard knew the entire time, he's like, I know you fucked up, I just wanted you to hear that, you know. And I was like, oh wow, he's one of those people. And I was like, wow, it's very interesting.
I think I really do, and like can appreciate the author's way of like literally making the story so one-sided, almost like as if you think, oh, I know the story, Marco did it, like there's no other way, right? I think it was really cool how they were able to really like, if you're really reading, to just dive into the story and not really trying to think about, no, it's definitely him or definitely that. If you're reading the story, it really just feels like Marco was the guy who did it. He's wrong. He has his motive. You think the story's over, and then boom, like all these things now starting like to come together. It's really well done. I don't know. I was just really like,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we think that Marco should have gotten away as scot-free as he did?
Ooh, good question. What do you think on that, Jamie?
First of all, no. I don't think so. I think, considering he also took a part in conspiring to kidnap the child, even though someone convinced him to do it, you're not gonna, if I murder
a grown
someone,
child, right?
but someone else, one of y'all convinced me to do it, doesn't mean you're going to jail. My bitch ass is going to jail. So that's kind of how I see it. So I was also like, how did he get out of that? Also, but another thing I am kind of curious of is, another crime is kind of like withholding information, and Alice in that regard to me pissed me off, because she could have stopped this whole thing
she knew,
with the
right?
information that she knew, and she didn't
Like,
do.
The day that Cora went missing is when she had her private.
She put the pieces together at that point, and she was just like, well, let me just see how it plays out. Like, what the fuck? No.
Well, what do you think her motive would have been to let it play out? Do you think she knew that maybe Cora was safe the whole time? And she's like, I just want to really like get back at Richard for this, because she's clearly had all these years of like hatred towards him, kind of.
I think so. I mean, that could be it. I don't know if she was, I didn't get any vibe from her that she was wanting him to like go to jail, because it did say she still loved him. I think it was a matter of like, let's see how far he could actually take this and see if it's really like, if she was trying to face her own reality of like, does he
Didn't
really
she
like,
say
is
she
it,
felt out of love for him though? Isn't there a part that says like she no longer loved him, but she was just like, or did I read that wrong?
no,
Yeah,
I think,
No,
I
I
heard
think,
that.
yeah.
I think you're right, but I'm saying like prior to her finding out all of that like information, her hiring the investigator, like she could tell that he was not in love with her nearly as much as she was with him. And I think it's kind of like a, let's just see how far he can try to go with my money and stuff. And I mean, the homeboy tried for 9 million, if I'm not mistaken, because he did 5, 2, and then 2 again.
Damn.
So he was, so he's trying for like $9 million of her money. And
Well, I thought it was 7.
it might be
And
7.
It might have been
No,
7,
it was
but
4 million. Then he lost it because no, originally they did
It was
5
5.
million,
It was
wasn't
5.
And then 2.
And then
And
two,
then
And then 2
and
was
then he
at
did
the
another
end.
2, which is when they got the baby.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
T, that's not even
dang. He
money.
could just make the deposits or withdrawals like that?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
But
not
they're
his
worth
money,
their
though.
Tracy said she's worth 15 million, so like her net worth
Yeah.
is down heavy.
Dwindling.
Literally. And
He
I
just
think
acts
like
a little too quiet for my opinion. That's why I was kind of like, they all could kind of low-key get in trouble. Marco and obviously we know why Anne, but we'll get to that.
you're right.
Richard and Alice. Because that's withhold. I mean, is that not, I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit exaggerated. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I feel like she's withholding information at that point.
I think there's so much potential for a second book to figure out people's like first like Alice's perspective, like why the fuck didn't you talk sooner, like in your opinion, like where you're saying.
There was a second.
Yeah, what?
I think Jordan said there was a second book.
Really?
Is there?
It's
I'm
quick
not-
lane.
Like, did you know or something? But they also try to make this like Paramore is trying to decide if they're gonna make this book a movie too. And I was like,
Oh,
Wow, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch party.
literally.
Yeah.
I felt that already.
At this point,
It's
Literally.
gonna be so bad though. I can already feel it. Just like
Think so?
when they try to remake things into movies, like with books. I just know it's gonna be terrible, terrible acting, but I'm for it. I can't wait to see it.
I think it
Well,
really depends on the
it's
genre. I
yeah.
think it depends on the genre because with this is like a murder mystery, and with the Gone Girl, they did a really great job with the cinematography and also the way that they did the story. And also it really depends on the actors and actresses who play those roles. Like a good example, I mean, like a bad example would be 50 Shades of Grey. Like they butchered the fuck out of that movie. But Gone Girl and all the other ones, like they've done great.
So
It's
the girl
just-
on the train.
That's
Yeah.
one of my
The Girl
favorite-
with the Dragon Tattoo as well. Isn't that a book?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
I would just like to say
Oh,
that I said it was the parents.
you
Wait.
did.
No,
Andre
I'm
did.
gonna get to you in a second. Don't say anything. Actually, I'm actually. My next question is towards you because I need you to whip out that little notebook of yours to say what everyone said, who it was, and then we can all like figure out whatever.
You're
Do you still have
right.
the notes?
I do. Let me pull them up.
I was gonna pull up the video, but I didn't want to go there.
I don't need you to
I
pull
know
up
my
and
ass
see.
was wrong.
I know, same. I was like, Anne
yeah.
with her fucking unstable ass. I knew it couldn't have been her.
yeah, that would have been way
What
too
have I
crazy.
read it then?
I mean, they did everything to think that it was gonna be her, like that she was crazy, her past, the whole bathroom. I was just like, okay, are you just, and then her saying like, I just snap out of things, and then just, and I was like, girl, you could have done it.
Yeah.
Like a little side note, when I obviously I finished it this morning, but the scene, I thought it was really well written. I could actually picture.
Yeah, I would
Ian
try
running
going
up
to tell her
to
because
her
the
father.
ATM has different limits. You can
Was it-
possibly go to the teller.
Has he got a call? Is it a call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
On the same call.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
So I really love the way they wrote that part where she's just so desperately wanting to go see her child. And at that point, you're just thinking like, man, she looks dead, she looks dead, she's dead. And then I don't know, I really like that we finally got to be like, Cora, like she's here. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I was feeling some type of way. Maybe I was like really emotional.
You know how I told you
Oh,
that I
wow.
just flipped to a random page in the book and I saw that was the sentence I saw, Cora, it's her, it's really her. And I was like,
Oh my God.
That's tough.
Before you even read it?
yeah, well, it was like I was just kind of flipping through it and then I just stopped on a page and it had said that. And I was like, maybe she actually died. I don't know. That's
Oh, honey.
But you know, when I was reading it, I got up to like chapter 20. I finished chapter 26 like last week, and I stopped for that last like chapter. For some reason, I was like, like I ain't gotta read the last chapter. I know what happened. Blah blah blah. Whatever. The last chapter's gonna be like, blah da da da. He went to jail. Whatever. So then I read that last chapter a couple days ago, just for me to be like, I was like,
yeah.
what the hell? Why did I wait
literally.
so long?
So I
Oh, but the
cannot
last
find the
chapter's
journal
3
that I
pages.
put in.
I'm so happy that I like finished it today because I was just like, I don't think I could have held that in. Like, I was gonna put next to the SpongeBob meme, like, no context, Cynthia.
No, because let me tell y'all something. When I read the line he was having an affair, I was blown back. I was like, let me find out that he was having an affair with this man and then killed him. Like I straight up thought that Mr. Dries was Mr. Gay. I have a video of me just being like, this man does it in the booty. Like the thoughts running through my head, y'all, in between these calls.
That's crazy.
Me right now.
Me when I found out,
I was like, I thought when I saw that he was having an affair, I was like, oh, so Marco ain't shit. So you probably jealous of shit. Mad at Marco because you're not shit because you do the same thing. Like,
So Marco was upset, not because of obviously, what he thought it was, is because he was piping down his bitch.
Go come.
Crazy.
They never brought it back to like, I feel like they mentioned at the beginning about Graham and Cynthia's cameras.
Oh, sit
but then
down.
It just, nothing came back, or I
Sit
forget.
down.
Like it just kind of, because I'm like, I feel like
Well-
something happened with that.
That is true. They never really got back with like the evidence of like the footage. They were just kind of like, Anne saw it, and that's the only person that needed to fucking see it, apparently.
Oh no,
Well-
she never sent it to the police. Cynthia had it and she showed Anne, and that's how Anne found out. But then she lied to the police saying that what's his name? Marco told her everything, even though he did tell her everything, but after she found out from someone else.
By the
That
way,
makes
didn't you say they had like a cuckold relationship, which is like, I do
Yeah,
whatever
they
I
did.
want, and then
Yeah, they just
Guys
like
fuck
to
guys,
watch.
and you watch.
yeah.
But I remember saying, because I was just like, the way that they described Cynthia, like everyone was just like, she's got nice legs, she's got a nice body, this, that, and the other. And like, I could not pinpoint why they would always just describe her so, the same, but so just like seductively. And now it all makes sense because this bitch was like culprit
Fucking
number 2 over there.
Right.
Number 2. Do you think she knew about it?
Oh, yeah. Well,
It had to be in on it.
I think so.
Ooh.
I don't think
You
so, because
think
I feel like
so?
that would have been uncovered.
I think so.
No, I think
Well,
she's-
wait, no, the last day, or the last page before Anne sliced and diced her and then forgot.
Edward Scissorhands. Okay.
She said like
If I,
to
yeah, she
Cynthia,
said, if
I know
I'd
you're
been
in on it.
involved, do you think I would have let the baby survive? It would have
Yes.
probably been better for Richard just to kill it at the beginning. Also, damn, not her referencing the baby as Ned.
It was wild, dude.
That's
Crazy.
what she said. Bing, bing, bing.
I was gonna ask a question to Bev. Was Anne
Yeah.
right or wrong in slicing and dicing Cynthia?
girl,
What does that even mean?
well, first, I'm literally on chapter 37, but now you're saying that, I'm like, oh, that's why the 36, how 36 ended.
Oh,
Honest-
well,
Great, Cindy.
Yeah, I was
this is the last day of the book club, so like,
Here's a question.
I would do the same thing. I'm like, bitch, you ruined it. My family.
What were you gonna say, Charlie?
Well, do you think that she actually had an episode where she blacked out, or she's blaming it? Like she went over there, killed her on purpose, and is like, I don't know what happened, because she has a history of that. Like, is she using that?
No, I think
Because
this
it's a
That's what I
valid
was thinking as
question.
well.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't know. And I asked myself that question too when I like video recorded myself, and I was like, she really did that. Like she's really capable. And yeah, the book said
I'm
it.
actually driving in a blizzard. Look.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Can y'all hear
Oh
what
my
she's saying?
Oh my God.
yeah.
I'll be there when I can. It just started snowing really hard and I can't see anything.
Be safe, girl.
Okay,
This
well,
don't
don't
say
FaceTime me.
that
Don't
much.
call me.
Literally.
Oh my God. Okay, don't die. We'll see you later.
yeah, be safe, girlie.
Okay, don't die. Bye.
It's literally never worth this Zoom session.
I was like, I just texted her. I was like, yo, where you at? Like, as an update. And she was like, I'm still driving home. And I was like, okay. And then she calls me. I was like, what the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Can you
Well,
get
y'all
out?
keep talking. I'm gonna upgrade this Zoom meeting because it's giving me a little upgrade timeout thing. But
Oh,
so what were we gonna talk about? The ending. So Charlie, how did you like the ending?
Don't hear my dad. He's like, I want the dog. I'm like, he's not cooperating.
Okay. Scared me.
Don't huff and puff at me, bro. You being
That's the way
dramatic.
I'm still on the call.
I feel like I'm glad somebody was like actually murdered.
Oh,
Like,
I'm dead.
I
She's
love
like,
that.
someone has to
it
get
was
blood.
like so much build up, and then I was like, so this is it. Like, I mean, it was good, like the plot twist with the stepdad and everything, like that was like good, but it was like,
somebody
so
get changed.
Was the accomplice not enough for you, Charlie? He literally got brutally murdered.
Girl.
it was just it was like one last thing, because I was just like, I guess that's it, and then it just was like, oh my God, like it was so shocking. And like I like how I thought it was like over with like the secrets and the surprises,
Right.
and then this was like the biggest surprise of it all. And I really do feel like she went over there and killed her on purpose for like multiple reasons. Not like she had all this pent up anger towards something for like a good reason, but and then she was just like, I don't know what happened, like, and it's like, girl, I think you do, but we'll all act like you don't. Like,
I'm with you, Charlie.
Right.
I agree.
yeah.
I forgot. Sits there with blood on there, just sitting there. Girl,
right.
if you really forgot, you'd be like, why am I all dirty? And you clean yourself up. But she's just sitting there.
I
You
don't
trying
know
to say
what
something.
happened. I was like, bitch, you slice and dice.
I blocked out.
Okay, I'm tripping. It's probably me being stupid, not really paying attention to details. But did they say that his hair was dark?
Who?
Yeah.
I thought Cynthia was a blonde. Or was
No,
it?
Cynthia's
No,
I
dark
thought
hair,
she was a
blue
blonde
eyes.
too.
Okay.
Black
No.
hair.
Okay.
She's like
I
a
thought-
Megan Fox. That's how I picture her. Because she said dark hair, like black hair, blue eyes.
You said
or whatever.
Megan Fox. I'm dead.
So I was like,
Oh,
okay,
that's a
Megan
I was
Fox.
picturing Christine.
I was picturing Christine too.
From
Mhm.
Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Christine.
But wait, because I still don't like how like we did not get anything. Like I feel like I definitely would have been a little bit more upset at the fact that Rasbach tapped into their phones without like
Saying
telling
anything.
them.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
like is that legal?
they're all really sketchy. They needed that to happen. They are not saying anything to him about anything.
That's
No,
very-
like I understand that, but I'm like
Hmm.
interesting.
I think that that's legal, but then like, I mean, the government is tapping into our conversation right now. Like,
But I
Literally
wonder
couldn't
if,
trust
like,
them as far as he
Anne-
could throw them.
I wonder if Anne could have given permission, like if they didn't like, because I think you can, they can obviously tap if like the owner gives permission, and like or not Anne, Alice. If Alice like gave permission and like, because she was already like, doing her own snooping, and maybe like if they asked her, like if he was already onto the stepdad, like the same way
I'm sorry.
there's bad vibes. Maybe like if if the detective asked her, she like let him. I mean, I don't know at what point they can like do it on their own. Like the police can just tap anyone's phone.
I'm sure they.
Yeah, like, or if they get a warrant, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they say it had something to do with whenever they're trying to run the ransom money or something? Was it after that, or was it prior to that? I want to say it was after they tried to drop off the ransom money the first time. They're like, okay, this is getting tapped because y'all clearly, they said don't listen to the police or don't tell the police. Y'all didn't tell us and you should have. So they're like, we're gonna. And he also mentioned that, like, which I thought was funny. The detective Rasbach was like, just because this guy thinks that just because he's rich and stuff that he ain't still sketchy. Like, we're still gonna check him out. Like, he doesn't get a pass just because he's rich. Like, which I thought was funny. Well, that's a good point.
That is very true.
He thinks he's above the law, so.
Exactly. I think Rasbach also had an inkling too with the Richard. Like, I think yeah, you're right. All right, we can extend this to an hour, guys. I'm sorry, I was like literally extending our little session.
LOL.
Yeah, y'all didn't get the notification that says like this is ending soon or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just
I didn't get
you.
one.
Oh.
Oh, well, mine's at the top left corner.
Okay.
By the way, so for the next book, what are we looking for? Are we doing rooming?
Hey, are we done already talking? I feel like there's like, wait, maybe we're done talking. All right, cool.
Are we? Okay, well, I was wondering.
Mentioned something.
Yeah.
No, because I still have things to say.
Right.
Well, get off the call.
I'm still here.
There was a part where I was like, oh my God, this story's just getting crazier and crazier. It was whenever,
Most certainly.
like, when Marco was like, no, what'd she say? It was Anne. Anne goes, I actually do remember where I seen that guy. And I was just like, and as soon as, because Jordan and I were listening to it, and as soon as he said that, Jordan goes, it's the dad. And I'm like, hold on. he's like, it's the dad. She goes, I just thought she just, was going along with me. And then she goes, it's one of my dad's coworkers. And I was just like, damn. I'm like, maybe this is like, they're rich people. I mean, people do this thing all the time. So
Did you guys think it was pathetic though that like Anne didn't say anything when he was like, you said you remembered the face, and she just like stepped. I was annoyed. I was like, ew, you're so annoying. Anytime
she was
step
pathetic
up, you don't.
Girl, she's gone through too much. How is she supposed to believe him when he literally went for the whole thing?
Yeah.
True.
Well, remember, because she came in and like she pretty much screwed everything up, but she said it in the next chapter when she was in the bed and she was like, I messed everything up when I went in running, screaming, where's Cora? So I had to, fix it and make them believe that I didn't believe him. Because they said that pretty much they're going to have to, when she was in the room and was spying on him through the window. Because they said even before going that they were going to have to back him into pretty much the hole.
Corner.
And and they had already fucking put their dicks on the goddamn table when they walked in.
Yeah.
That's common for Marco. How many times was he thinking to himself, this is a test? And then after that happened, he's like, I failed. I swear that happened like 4 or 5 times where I'm like, bruh. He's like, this is a test. This question he's asking me. He's like, oh my God, I failed it. And I'm like,
no, but
I don't know why.
He's a weak man. That's why they deserve each other. They're both
He's
weak.
a weak man.
But that's what she said at the end of the book. She said, you're a weak man. And I said, okay.
I mean,
Who was surprised that the baby was alive?
Me.
Like,
And it was just weird.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did she whip out her titty right in the forest to feed her?
Right in front of her stepfather as well.
Right.
Also shocked about it.
I was
I think the baby was like starving. Like, I think that's what they were, because I like reread that because I was like, is the baby about to die from like starvation or
Right.
something?
Can
Like,
we talk about why the baby looked malnourished? Your grandfather knew where she was, and your baby is about to die. Why was he put in a condition like that? Why didn't she come out all?
He gave her to a crackhead.
Yeah.
That alone was fuck Richard big time. I was like, oh.
was like, okay, sure.
She's
That's where
like,
she was from.
whip out this tit real quick and give her nutrients because your ass gave her to a crackhead. What a wild man.
Okay, let me see. Because I'm
Ooh,
looking
can
at
I
it
ask
right
a
now.
question?
You're at
Go
Boeing.
for it, Sal.
Did at any point and any time in the book, did y'all guys feel bad for Marco?
Yes.
Not really.
I didn't.
Who
He
said
deserved
yes?
everything.
Explain why.
Where
Me?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like why you felt bad.
I started feeling bad because I was just like, oh, you're not feeling bad. Like, oh, I feel bad for her. I was just like, oh, you're an idiot.
Got it.
You just like someone like you were just going through a hard time and it sucks, but someone took advantage of your emotion. And I mean, he also didn't like you, but it's just like I was just like, oh, you're an idiot, and I'm sorry.
But like we don't usually say that about like grown men, you know? Like even though, yes, the guy made an outlandish comment about stealing your child for ransom, like you don't go for it, you know?
Yeah, he went for it. That's the thing. And I love that as soon as he had his alibi, right? He like wrote that like nobody's business. Like, oh, well, he made me do it. He made me do it.
Yeah, he
No,
gets in
Marco,
on like you're also a grown man.
you agreed
Mhm.
to sell your child for $2.4 million.
I go.
He
But
said
did
that sounds like
anybody
a great
expect
idea.
him? Did anybody expect him to be working with Richard?
No.
Who, the man?
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
Who?
that was
Well,
the
I had
first
no
thing that I
thoughts about the
saw.
stepfather.
What do y'all watch for TV shows? All I watch is
Selling
Spanish
Sunset.
telenovelas, so I'm like, this motherfucker's playing with me.
I think honestly, I never, because we didn't get a lot from Bruce or whatever his real name is, Derek, Bruce, whatever, Natalie. And like, and so it made sense because I'm like, wait, why is this character so important? And then realizing that one chapter where they explain why Bruce is in the photo. And he's like, as soon as Marco asked to do the little deal with Richard and Richard said no, he conveniently saw him at the park. And I was like, that's where you're from, bitch.
Yeah.
I
feel
saw. I was like,
There was a
wow.
lot of like psychological, like, I mean, it's wrong what Marco did, like no matter what state he was in or whatever. But like I feel like you could really see how Richard like manipulated him and like for years, like psychologically, like I don't want to say like tortured, but like just constantly made to feel like shit. And then like when he goes to him finally to ask for money, when he's like Richard knew, Richard knew that all along and was like, no, I'm not going to help you. And then he like, it was just like so perfect and so manipulated by Richard. Like, that's the only part that made me feel bad for Marco. Like, I still am like, you still didn't need to do that. You still shouldn't have done that. But like, at the same time, like Richard, like is like a master manipulator and like really, like he manipulated everyone. I mean, Alice at the only one who like saw through it, before there was like evidence. But
So Charlie, do you feel bad
And
for
this
Marco?
fucker right here too.
I feel bad in the sense that was all being like orchestrated, I feel like, for you.
Yeah.
For the situation.
Right. But like, I don't feel bad. Like, I don't feel bad that he was tricked and his daughter actually was kidnapped, because it's like, well, you shouldn't have done that to begin with.
Right.
So I actually I felt bad for Marco up until the point that we got more background knowledge on who the guy was that kidnapped her, because I was under the impression, because he said that it was his coworker.
It was someone he randomly met.
Right.
Yeah, because at the beginning of the book, he was introduced as like the coworker, someone that he like worked with. But then we're finding out that they met randomly at some park, and I'm like, well, no fucking shit. This man bopped your ass against the goddamn head. You deserved it. He was knocking some sense into you.
And he goes, he has
So
3
then
kids.
at that point,
He knows how to take care of kids.
right? I was like, how the fuck do you know that? You don't even know his name. Like that literally blew me back when I was reading that. I was like, this fucker's like, he's dumb, but he's dumb at this point.
Yeah.
So then I just kind of stopped feeling bad for him. But then I'm just like, Richard is manipulating you. And as a man, like looking at this from a male standpoint, just knowing like you're supposed to provide for your family, you're supposed to provide for your woman, this, that, and the other, and the chokehold that has on us. Like I felt bad for him, because it's like, damn,
He was
Richard
really
Gere,
put a rock in a tight place with Richard, yeah.
yeah. And I feel like as a man, Richard should have helped him out, but at the same time, it's like you can only lose so many millions of dollars. I would know how that feels before you say no. But he's not losing any money, and that's really what got me.
Very true. Interesting. Do you guys, so the only innocent person here, do you guys feel like it would be Alice at this point? Because
No, that's what I'm telling you. Like Alice is also fake.
No, yeah.
She
Well,
made
I
me
don't
mad.
think that Alice knew.
She made me mad because she literally she said, I found all this out the day of the thing, but I was just so concerned for Anne losing that baby that like I just put it to the side. I'm like,
But I don't think
your
that was her
daughter
actually
just
knowing.
your daughter lost her baby while she just happened to be at the house of the girl that was sleeping with your husband, and you didn't think just maybe that might be valuable information, especially when you figure it out.
I think the only innocent person in the Star story
Graham.
is Cora and Graham, because Graham doesn't have a wife
Graham.
and Cora was just starting.
Oh.
So
No, but guys,
Graham had the cameras.
didn't Graham say
Okay.
he didn't?
Graham
he
didn't have the
didn't want
camera, didn't
to-
he? Graham
Graham
Cratchit.
said that he didn't want to put the video out there to the police because it would ruin his reputation. So he's not as innocent as everyone else.
Guilty by lack of what?
Like not speaking up and doing the right
Cora's
thing.
the only innocent one. Yeah, they're all
so just Cora at this point,
something.
because she didn't have any lines. She was the one being missed.
She was malnourished. We'll let her slide.
I do have one thing that I do want to
Well,
ask y'all. You
this
may
is
or may not know about this, but I just pulled it up on my computer. So like I'll share my screen here in a second. I was looking up like after like what Bev said, what if like are they gonna make it a movie or are they gonna make it a show? And I noticed that one of the questions like that prompts on Google was, is the couple next door based on the Madeline McCann case?
That's
I was
what
like,
I told you guys about.
So I was like,
What's
huh, yeah. I was like, interesting. And I'm like, I looked at it now. This is tea. I think it is. But here, let me share my screen. Oh, it's disabled actually. Just kidding.
OT.
Cindy, can you
I missed
put
it.
so I can share my screen?
Oh, on the bottom, are you able to see that share screen?
Yeah, it just says that host disabled sharing screen.
Oh, got it. Give me just a second. I will get you.
Do we know a little bit about
If not, I can read it. I'm not tripping.
No, I can make you.
Come on, manager Cindy.
Ew,
Here.
Guys,
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I need to know everyone while we're figuring this out. I need to know
Hey, go
everyone's
ahead.
thought
Share your
process
screen, Cindy.
was.
Just pass it back to me once you're done. You're the host right now.
Okay, cool. All right, so check this out, right? All right, can y'all see this?
your
Okay.
Yep, Madeline. Mm-hmm.
So disappearance of Madeline McCann. It says Madeline Beth McCann, born in 2003, disappeared on the evening of May 2007, so she was 4, from her bed in a holiday apartment at the resort in Praia de Luz in the Algarve region of Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
The Daily Telegraph described this appearance as the most heavily reported missing persons case in modern history. She was on holiday in the UK with her parents, her 2-year-old twin siblings, a group of family and friends and their children. She and the twins had been left asleep at 20:30 in the ground floor apartment while the McCanns and friends dined in a restaurant 55 meters away. The parents checked on the children throughout the evening until Kate discovered that she was missing at 10 o'clock at night. Over the following weeks, particularly after misinterpreting the British DNA analysis, the Portuguese police came to believe that Madeline had died in an accident in the apartment and that her parents had covered it up. The McCanns were given suspect status in September of 2007, which was lifted when Portugal's Attorney General archived the case in July of 2008 for lack of evidence.
That was a crazy
Pretty
case.
similar to
Yeah, so
Black, right?
basically they were at a restaurant with friends and they would check up on the kids like every 30 minutes, basically the same thing like the book. And I think one night or when they had came back, and they've done this many times before. So when they had come back, like the last time they realized she was gone, the door was creaked open. I think it was like either to the balcony or like to their bedroom door. And immediately like things went awry. So it was really intense.
Oh, they saw someone carrying the girl out.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah. They said that they saw someone that looked like a native because not a lot of people that go there bring heavy jackets. They don't really know about the weather. And so the guy was wearing like a heavy jacket. And I think it was like a native that like was there in the area. Or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
That's tough.
Yo, true crimes. That's
Weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yo, I want to talk about what everyone's thought process was when you saw that this bitch Anne would hit her child.
Okay.
Oh, honey.
Because
Yes. Why are we not talking about that? That's the
Yeah.
truth, right?
Riddle me
Literally.
that. That's why I was so bad for her when she tried to put her tit out.
Riddle me that.
okay, y'all, I'm here. I'm finally off of this hour-long call.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
Really was trying to purchase a car.
Yeah, can we talk about how she admitted to the police she was beating that ass, that 6-month-old child. Bad Girls Club style.
Bad girl stuff. At first, I was like, okay, maybe if you were just like, hey, shh, you know, like, but like,
She was beating.
I've done it before too. When she would, and I was like, girl, why are you saying shit like that?
Literally.
Why didn't they take? CPS should have ripped that child from her parents.
When I saw that part
When
where
she
it
fell
said,
in her-
when I saw that part that said, I didn't hit her that night, I was like,
That's
that night!
insane.
Yeah.
It's also the fact that she was like, I couldn't remember, and I'm like, girl, like
No,
how did they
this?
place the baby back in that crib?
she hit her that night because she came back crying to Marco after the party. She 100% hit her that night. Anna's not as innocent as y'all. Everyone's trying to make her out to be.
No one said she is. We just said she's delusional.
I
I
think
would like to have a part 2. Because I'm like, I need to see Graham. I needed more of Graham.
you just are kind of infatuated with Graham. You have a little infatuated.
Because I feel like there was more going on with him than the book actually let out. What did Graham do for a living?
It was like a
Something.
private, very conservative company. I forgot which one, what it was.
Because for whatever reason, I was like, what if Graham was the one? Like, oh my gosh, when I found out that Richard was cheating and it was with Cynthia, I was like, this is a Ponzi scheme. I was like, they're doing the fucking Ponzi scheme. He's over here being a private investigator, Graham. And he's like, yeah, my wife, Cynthia, is cheating with your husband. Now he's getting money there. Now Cynthia's like, I've got videos, this, that, and the other. And you're going to pay us if you want to keep your... Like, I literally thought that it was a whole Ponzi scheme, but I couldn't remember what Graham did.
Like the Joneses. Maybe it's a cover up. They were the Joneses, and that's why they didn't have kids. That's why. Have you guys seen that movie with Demi Moore, where they're like not an actual family? They're all like hired actors and to sell shit and make your neighbors look good. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. It's interesting, and I wanted to say something about this, but we're reading the book. It's called The Couple Next Door, and it's so heavily focused on Marco and Anne, but I feel like it also, like, it never said which couple it was. The book just happened to be about Anne and Marco, but it's like Cynthia and Graham also had shit.
They're also the couple next door, if you think about it.
Exactly.
Makes sense. Well, okay, let's go down the line. I'll start with Salia. Rate this book out of 10. Where would you see this book as far as like?
Okay. I think that I'd rate this book, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. The reason being is because I mean, I like the beginning. It really was captivating. And as well as how they were able to make the kind of like the reader figure out like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Like they did a good job, like, you know, confusing the reader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say the ending could be a little bit much stronger because of the way that like Marco's getting out scot-free, blah, 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 and kill someone else. I feel like if they would have just been like, you know, if they would have taken that out and put more emphasis on Anne killing Cynthia, like making it a second book, top tier. I would be like, oh, let me read the next book. But yeah, that's why I give it a 7 out of 10.
That's a good score. I can see that. Charlie, what's your score on this book?
I probably would give it an 8 out of 10. And that's partially because of the shocking ending. Like, I really was like, thought it was like, okay, what is this last chapter just going to be about? How, like, I was thinking it was going to be like, okay, he goes to jail and like, they're, the custody gets taken away, like for the child or something because Anne slapped her, or like, something like that. But instead it was like, Cynthia being taken out in a body bag, and it was like, oh shit, I like did not see it coming. Like I genuinely did not see it coming. So
okay, I can agree with that. And just to piggyback on that comment, such a drastic beginning and ending, right? You see her being like the cowardice, this bitch is flirting with my man, to like, oh, you literally got revenge. I thought I can see why that was an 8 out of 10. Jamie, your turn.
I'd probably have to rank it around y'all. I'd probably give it a 7. I love the ending. I love when it ends at like, boom, take that. Take with that what you will. I love that. But my only thing is that, one, I wish, like with what Andre said, I wish we would have gotten a little bit more into Cynthia and Graham, which I know they can only tell us so much without giving away the whole Richard thing. I understand that. I would have liked a little bit more backstory on them. And two, a book like this, personally, I'm more of a fan whenever it's in first person as opposed to third person. And I would have loved this book if it was in Anne's perspective. And because it was mainly in Anne's like Anne telling it, almost like a, did I do it? Did I not do it? Or is it like, because she was so out of the loop for a while that like, I feel like Anne was also so involved to a point to where like, she was getting hints to where we could have figured out that it was Richard. With her being like, well, I know that dude that's on the newspaper, but just imagine if Anne was telling it how everything was going. I feel like that could have been sick, because then finding out at the end that it was Richard would have been like, oh my God, what? Because then you could be like,
you really
second guessing whether it was Anne or not.
No, Marco's side and all that stuff to know that he would have been. Gotcha.
And then especially the ending with her offing Cynthia, like where her actual mind was, and whether like we've been debating, was she really like I blacked out, or like, or like even just seeing those blackouts in the book, like, just imagine like seeing like a,
that's why I was saying,
okay, how do we get from here to here?
That's why I said
really cool.
I would read a book where just Anne's perspective, like I would read a book about her backstory. I would enjoy a book about that, because you just don't know much, right? Is she faking? Is she not? So I'm definitely, Beth, what do you, so far, of your thoughts?
I think kind of the same with everyone, like 7.58. It was really good. You got a lot of like, there was some like dead moments, but then it was a lot more exciting moments though. And when it got exciting, and you were just like, I just want to keep going, which I really loved about the book. And like, it was always fun. Like you were on the edge of your seat pretty much. And granted, I haven't finished it now, I kind of know, but I'm gonna finish 37 tonight still and just geek out about it, even though I already know what's gonna happen. But I'd like to read and see exactly what happened, and read detail by detail. But yeah, I think all in all 7.5. And usually I like books that have some sort of like, at least some sort of sex. I know it was dry. Right, I know it was dry, but it was still thrilling. Like I was just like, oh, this is fun, this is exciting, like this is crazy.
I know what you mean, like edge on your seat. Like that's how I felt. I was like, wow, I haven't read a book like this in a while, where these names are starting to become like household names. Like me and Merle would talk about like, oh my God, Marco's ass. I'm like, I know, like it's just, it was weird. It's like talking about a TV show. So it was really cool. Like, Andre, what are your thoughts?
I definitely enjoyed the book. Kind of like what y'all were saying. I would probably rate it about, I would say a 7 out of 10, because they just really missed the opportunity to have some sex. Let me tell you.
Because let me tell you something.
Because let me tell you, I was expecting, like when she found out that he like, okay, maybe it is my dad. I was expecting a sex scene right there, like after he grabbed the knife from her. And then like, oh my God, like there were so many different
with the blood all over the fucking. That's their lube. It's the blood. It's like
No,
Oh my
like
God.
no, the first time that he had to grab the knife from her because there's been 2 times.
There was.
But I would definitely give it a 7 out of 10. Like I said, the suspense that it built for me, like when I was driving to North or Florida, like I could not put the book down. I was like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Right.
And then afterwards, like once I started reading yesterday and today during work, I literally couldn't put the book down. Like I just wanted to keep reading. So the buildup was definitely good. Like, what's her name? Shari Lapina. She know how to write a damn book. Like I have many videos of me just like, holy fuck, like bitch. And I just want to say
scrumped.
Richard Dries. I thought it was Richard and Alice, but I'm happy to know that I got one of them right.
You did.
Yes. Me too. Meryl, what are your thoughts?
I definitely, I mean, I liked it at the very beginning. It definitely had the shock factor with some of the things that we were finding out. I think just because maybe it's because I listened to way too many crime, true story stuff like that. I would have loved a more realistic ending than everyone getting away scot-free. Like Cora needs to be in a foster home. Are not like parents, like what
way.
And but I mean it was a good book. When I was walking Roxy, there'd be times I'd get to a part and I'm like, I fucking knew it. And so definitely kept me entertained. I guess I would rate it maybe a 7, like everyone else is saying, because it was great at the beginning, and I think they were trying to just quickly end it because there were just so much going on in between, and they're like, okay, well now we figured out it's Richard, and he's going to jail, and then we have to, because Cynthia has been a twat the whole time, she's getting axed, and Anna's finally getting her comeuppance. So I don't know.
How will you put the lights?
That's kind of my thought.
I'm like right there with you. For me, I'm gonna go with Charlie and give her like an 8 out of 10 because I feel like this was like the perfect book with people of different reading styles that were all still very entertained. I don't know, obviously we all have not been in another book club, but with our different reading styles and how we read and how we're entertained, like, yeah, we said we wanted sex, we wanted this, that, and the other, but like, this is like the perfect book to read to start off a book club and get people engaged. So I really like the way that it was done. And I really like the way that as soon as you thought you were gonna get someone's perspective, it would switch to another person. So you were just like, God damn it. Like, I'm almost there, but I'm not. I'm almost there, but I'm not. And, just kind of keeping you on the edge of your seat. I really like that. And Jamie, with you, the ending, I thought was sick as fuck. We're just like,
I loved it.
We're going to leave you there. And
I was like, oh, period. Okay.
No, but actually, I really thought Anna was going to be the one to die for some reason. I don't know why. But then I was like, no, Anna's the crazy one. She's not dying. She's killing. No, but I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I genuinely enjoyed reading the book and how engaged everyone was. I have to like credit where credit's due. Like, we were all pretty much engaged in this book. Like, we were really in it. So. Yeah.
So I guess speaking of, wait, do we have to get anyone else's opinion on it?
They could just text the group message at this point. No, but I really need to figure out
the next
Mo
book,
gets
right?
home
Or
safe
genre?
because she's still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So okay. I don't know if you guys want to really get into it in the nitty-gritty for the next thing, but maybe we can, since most of us are here, we can kind of get genres down, and then like the next meeting we can actually talk about the book that we want to choose. So up to y'all, because I mean it is Christmas time. I know people are going to be maybe like busier than usual.
Well, remember we said that we're gonna at least pick the genre or an idea of it so that we can recap in January, because right now everyone's gonna be busy with the holidays.
Yeah, because I think it's probably good because like give everyone 2 weeks off, digest and stuff.
I think it's smart. So like now, just at times, if you guys find a good book that you guys are reading, or like you find you're like start sending out, I guess, like your options through the messages. And
well, remember we said that we were gonna pick a genre so that everyone could be on the same page with like what type of book we are gonna be looking into.
But
Of
I guess
course.
off top of everyone's head, like shout whatever you want to shout, but like what was the next kind of genre you were thinking? Another whodunit, a love, like a mystery, or like what are we thinking?
I
think
think
you're
we
right.
all want sex.
I'm
mean-
cool with the romancy one next. I think that'd
Something
be a
romantic.
change of pace.
A thriller romance where there's a lot of sex, but some thrill too, where you like
Because
Mhm.
I've never read the girl on the plane, or is it the train? Is there sex on that one?
Is that the movie with Emily Blunt?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like one of my favorite books. It's really good.
Is it? Well, we don't.
There's
no.
I was actually I recommended one of the
I don't
books,
want to read that again.
The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Of Evelyn Hugo.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
heard
that author has a book called Maggie something in the six ones, or the six in the six, and that was the one that I was thinking about recommending for the next book. But we might as well do that because that one's like her most popular book. I think it's around the same thing.
Reese Witherspoon actually had a book club about that book, and that was what launched it. And I was Abby just mentioned to me. She goes, "Hey, I saw this book," and I was like, "Hey, actually put that in the recommendation." It was interesting because now when we think about like how when we're picking the books, like Jamie, you just like put Couples Next Door out there. I was like, that was kind of juicy, but not like we all like know the book. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I love
It
it.
is funny. I'm like, ooh, I wonder how this is. Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
So you guys want to do something like a little more romance, obviously sex, but like romance?
I think it'd be great because if we're doing like the meetings, it'll hit like Valentine's Day. So it's just like
Oh,
perfect.
Saya.
Oh, good point.
Annie.
Exactly. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
romance. Please,
Okay,
please.
so I'd say then let's do this. If everyone could, when are we meeting next? And then we can actually
Let's do
Let me
the.
whip up my planner.
Do we?
do the 4th.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The first week of January.
Yeah.
Are we
Okay.
sticking to our Tuesdays?
I don't know
Do you
because
wanna
we're adding more people to it, so we have to see if that works for their schedule as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
I told my person that we typically meet Tuesdays at 7. So
I was gonna say
they're
too, I
understanding
know Jamie with Mariah, because she gets off kind of like their timings off. So I was like, maybe would you guys consider doing like a weekend day on the Sunday, like where everyone would be free, or do we just stick to Tuesday? You know what I mean? Just so like
Honestly, I think Tuesday is just better just because it holds me accountable because on Sunday I'm more eager to build because I'm ready for the week and work and I'm too tired.
okay. So then
It kind of gives me
Tuesday-
something to look to during the week, to be honest, because it's like, oh shit, like it's Tuesday, book club Tuesday, like the weekend you already have all your other plans. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That
I mean, we
I
can
have
also do Thursday as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking for
Yeah.
me personally, I like Tuesday, Thursdays, just because Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are days I mainly have class, and a lot of times I have class really late. That's the only reason why that worked out for me so well this semester, and I think it's gonna end up being the same thing next semester. And I get off at 6:30. We might end up maybe possibly pushing it a little bit for time wise, like 7:30 or something in case that's needed. But I mean, I like Tuesdays. Like you said, it gives me something to look forward to during the week.
Honestly, I would say like we can just stick it to Tuesday because Tuesday is like one of the most fucking mundane days of the week, and to have a book club on that day kind of speeds up the week. So
But
let's.
then what if it's like a really great like
Yeah.
bachelor season that's on Tuesday?
Me.
Annie,
Girl, you can watch
Alexa.
on weekends.
change
That's what we
lights
can
to warm white.
I mean, if anything, we can always say like Tuesday or like that week we're gonna do it Thursday instead. Everyone change it like and see if everyone's
Right.
okay with that. We could just do that. But I say Tuesday, keep it as our main day because I do like the Tuesday flow. Breaks up the week. So on the 4th, everyone have at least one book that you're really wanting to read, and then
So wait,
mhm.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Should we do the 4th or should we do
The 4th
maybe
is a
like
Monday.
The 4th is a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
No,
night.
January 4th is a Monday.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's a Tuesday.
Oh, I'm looking at 2021, you guys.
Handy.
Yes.
I should be in the
Good
future.
ear.
I mean, she was
Really?
correct, just wrong year.
Confidently wrong.
I have a question though.
That's
Are we
really
going to
nice.
meet solely to find what the next book is, or are we going to do it kind of like we did in the text GM where we like send our recs and have like a vote through there, and
That's
then
what I was about to ask.
Good
Like,
yeah, because that's
shouldn't
what I'm like.
we?
Here's what I was gonna say. Tuesday, because we're wrapped up the book, there's gonna be 3 weeks of us just not talking to each other, not talking about books. So I feel like that Tuesday should be the start of the next book. So we're gonna actually do a screen share like what Jamie was doing. You take 5 minutes, you say, hey, this is my book. This is a synopsis, you read it. You kind of do a little mini presentation or whatever. This is why I think we should read it. Next person. And I'll orchestrate that. So it's more of like, let's chat about the next book. And then at the end of the session, we'll be like, okay, is anyone leaning more on this versus that? And from then we can start reading. Because I feel like we wouldn't have read anything. So there's really nothing to talk about other than the books that we're recommending.
So should we, so I guess what my question is, because then we wouldn't really start the book club until like the next week, because some people have to get the books. I was under the impression that we were gonna like have the book recommendations this week or next week, so that we can start the book club like the first week of January.
If you guys are open to it, we could then do that little.
Because it's just texting if you think about it.
If you guys are open to it, we could do the discourse of finding the book on just text message. Y'all just add your people and say, hey, this is how we picked the book. We read through it. And then on the 4th, we can do the first recap of the 5, like of the, I don't know, because how long does it take to get the book? Because then we have to like see how many chapters, like what are we talking about on the 4th, you know?
I guess like we should give probably maybe like a week and a half to get it. Because I mean, it took me about, with Amazon delaying it and shit, like at least 3 to 4 business days. So for people getting it longer or taking
have just the first meeting be like the first 3 chapters or something. It doesn't have to be like.
Yeah. So here's what we'll do. Like, since we all kind of know like kind of the theme, you can get the group message, add your people, Jamie and Andre, and tell them, hey guys, we're starting the new book. We're gonna put our, our suggestions here. And by, I guess you guys think like maybe the end of this week, we would have a book picked out so people can start ordering.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this weekend or something.
Yeah. So are you guys saying, so by this weekend we have the book title so people can start ordering, right?
Yes.
Kind of like what we did.
And what we can also do, like, if y'all are fine with it, we could do like audio recordings of us reading the book. That way you still get that, like, I don't know, the sound of it. Because I know one of the things where we wanted to do the video was so that we can hear people read it. So maybe we can like do a voice recording of us reading the synopsis of the book.
I like that.
I'm cool with that. That's fine. It's just, I think definitely keeping in mind that there's people that are going to get their book later than others, and then just keeping Abby in the loop with that, because she said her book came a little later. So by Sunday, we have our title. So by Sunday, we should start ordering our books. That's the deadline for everyone.
Does everyone have an iPhone? Like the people that we're adding? I don't know about green messages, you guys.
I mean, honestly,
I know.
First thing I asked them.
Because that green shit, I ain't fucking with it.
I can't even date guys with green messages.
I'm like,
green messages.
Yeah. So I would like to say I had a lot of fun reading this one with y'all. This is a great book. Like,
Me too.
I'm happy to add this to my collection. So I'm hyped.
It really did. It was such a good first book, and it was just so engaging. I'm definitely like right up there with you.
literally the person that I'm adding. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I do that a lot.
Next book has some big shoes to fill. Like, I mean, I'm kind of scared of like, is it going to be anticlimactic? Like, are we going to keep the same momentum? So,
I'm curious to see where our ratings are going to go, considering this one, I think on average is what, 7.5?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see kind of like where the next one's going to rank, if we're going to be like, man, this one's ass, 3, really 2, it's going to be like, this is the 10.
Right.
Did anyone write down what we put, like what the average rating is? I feel like we should, since we're going to have like a
I
book
got you.
club.
I think everyone
I'll put it on my book.
And definitely like 7.5.8 is what you said. 7.5, 8. But everyone was pretty much like 7.5 except for me and Charlie, and yeah.
I put the average on there.
And I did want to ask as well. You're like, was there any like recommendations or anything for like structure? Is there anything that y'all wanted to do different for the book club? Like, how would we rate like our very first book club, if that makes sense?
Oh, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're really respectable. I think everyone kind of talks on their own turn and we try not to talk over each other. So
Yeah.
I think it's really, we have a good flow and, you know, you guys take turns moderating even each other. You know, you guys, we all kind of talk with each other. No one's really like holding down the fort too much. So that's pretty good. So, you know, obviously, you know, in the beginning it was kind of a little rocky with the speed, but at the reading, but I think we cleared that up and we're definitely on good vibes, which I really love. Like everyone here is just really about doing it together, which I love. So, so Sunday, we're going to have the title for the next book. And I think what I'm going to do, no, I'm just going to keep doing the Zooms because I just put on my account. So Sunday we'll have the book ready. And then from Sunday, everyone can start ordering their books, their audiobooks, whatever. And then on the 4th, we can talk about the first 3 chapters. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
First 3 chapters, right?
Just 3 chapters, nothing crazy. We're just dipping our toes. And then from there, we're probably going to start like eating up chapters.
Okay.
Period. I'm probably be ordering more books and just be like reading it and I'm like, ooh, this is a good one.
Girl.
Like,
No, but for real, since the semester's over for me, I will be reading this one. I'll let y'all know how it goes.
The Woman in the Window? Girl.
thanks, because that was the next one I was gonna read.
Oh my God, isn't that Reese Witherspoon's movie that just came out or something?
It might be. It says something. Look, it says like on Netflix or something.
Yeah,
So I'm like, let me read it. Is it?
I just saw that. I wanted to watch
good?
that. It's girl, it looks so intense. And she like, I guess she ends up seeing a murder and then she tells the cops and everyone is like, there's no murder, ma'am. And I'm like, oh shit.
Like disturbing.
That's the book. Yeah.
And then she starts to like play things in her head. I think there's like images and I don't know if maybe something happened and she's just not remembering. It's just weird. I literally watched it and I was like, wait, is that a new Reese Witherspoon movie? And I was like,
Yeah. So I'm gonna read this first, and now that I know it's out on Netflix, I'm gonna watch that afterwards. I'll let you know how it goes.
Oh shit!
But
very exciting.
Okay, and then for the ones that are inviting new people, if you guys want to send me their email addresses, I can send them the Zoom session videos so they can kind of style of how we discuss and how we talk. So it's not daunting if they want to check it out.
Cool.
Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like our book club is over for the couple next door. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Will we take like a shot at the end of every book or?
I was just gonna say that, like, should we hold up our book?
Does someone have a
like,
drink? You
straight
can all
shot?
toast or take a shot or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta go get a drink then, don't I? Let me go.
Oh.
I
You
mean,
said get a shot?
Because hold on, ladies.
I'm gonna go.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Methinks sneak up fireballs.
But while we are all here, make sure to tune in tomorrow's episode of Okay But Wait with Miss Salia Kibidi.
Okay, but wait.
Wait, is it out?
Comes out tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Oh my God, you and your fireball.
Oh, honey.
Ready.
Ready.
What am I gonna take a shot of?
Have that shit
I'm
on
gonna take
standby.
shot glasses.
All right, see, I'm back. I got water because my throat's kind of like weird. I feel like I'm fine. I'm just like,
Did you know tonight there's Vanderpump Rules?
This is not good for me, y'all.
Baby!
wow. Said
I have a
Oh,
shot of
yeah.
water because my body is a temple.
Oh,
Literally. All right, guys. Andre, you do the toast.
Huh?
You do the toast.
Oh, hold on. Let me get my phone. I'm gonna get my phone.
Okay.
Wait.
I have it recorded if you guys want it, but yeah, y'all can record it on your phones.
You know how you
Let's raise our. Oh wait, are we ready?
Decora.
back.
Let's raise our glasses. Decora, drop them like they dropped their bank accounts, and like we dropped our jaws, and throw it back like they threw Mr. Dries in jail.
I thought you were going to throw it back like Cynthia and Richard.
Oh
Oh my god. Ew, why'd y'all let me do that?
Oh,
no, you.
Okay, guys,
You could have got out.
posted.
all right, I'll keep everyone posted. Love this.
See you later.
Bye.
Love you, guys.
Bye.
Billy.
Bye.
Bye.